All right, so ever since we've been doing this from home, I've been asked a lot for 808 sounds. And Pro Tools does not really come stock with too much in that area. So um, I looked into it a bit, and we can make one. So we're gonna do this maybe in a couple different videos to keep it short. Right away, I'm gonna make a mono instrument track. I'm gonna call it 808. I'm going to insert, expand, and there are no presets in Xpand that I feel are very good for 808, so we're going to build it. And the way that we're going to do that is 808, Xpand is a 4-part synthesizer. And oftentimes when you go into some of these presets, you will see something that is made up of multiple parts. So you can turn them on and off. So if I listen to Celeste Hard, it's that. If I listen to the multi-harp, and if I listen to this loop, now put them all together, you have music basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this part A. We're going to click into it. We're going to go to Basics and choose the Poly Electro Drum. Okay, and all along the way, I'm going to kind of like let you hear what it sounds like. So we're going to choose the Poly Electro Drum, which sounds, if anything, like a snare drum. We're going to change our voice mode from polyphonic to mono. Polyphonic is any instrument that can play multiple notes, and with 808s, you really don't want that. You want just that bass note, because if you have two long 808 notes together, you're going to get quite a bit of, essentially out of tune. It's going to get out of control. It's going to mess everything up. So we just change our voice mode to mono. Now, another thing that is in Xpand is you have these knobs, and A, B, C, and D, they all relate specifically to each part. So if I click on A, these are smart knobs, they call them, that relate to part A. Easy are some kind of universal, and this idea applies to all presets as well. So we're going to click on part A to reveal the smart knobs for part A. We're going to take the noise volume, turn it all the way off, essentially, to 0%. You can see the percentage readout down here. We're going to take sine tune and change that to 75, which is going to give us, essentially, when we click a C note, it will play C at 75%. The cutoff is kind of like a low-pass filter, and I'm going to set that one to 55. Some of these can be, to taste. Right now, it's still super short, right? I'm going to take the bend time and put that to 50. And sine decay, which is really the length of this, we're going to put to 100. Okay, and already, and actually I find that these are kind of working that 0 octave pretty well. The noise decay we can ignore because the noise volume got turned down, so it's really at this point irrelevant. And there you pretty much have like the beginnings. It's a decent clean 808. If you go to easy and you turn the release down, now we kind of want to turn it all the way down, but listen, you hear that click when you release the note? If we set this to 90, that click goes away. Now, this idea is so that if you draw in a note or play a note, the 808 will end based on how long you draw it. If you leave this up somewhere, dependent on how you like it, it depends on the song. So you might need to tweak it a little bit. And because it's in mono, they're not going to overlap. Let's change that to poly and just see what happens. You can hear the flutter. So you want to keep that in mono. All right, so that's a basic 808 in Xpand, and we're going to keep it short.